Breaking news for Manchester City. In what could be one of the most significant moves of the January transfer window, Marc Guehi is poised to make the switch from Crystal Palace to Manchester City. The deal, which has been in the works for some time, is now nearing completion as both clubs have agreed to terms that will see the England international join the Premier League champions. The background, a long-standing interest in Marc Guehi's rise in the Premier League has been impressive, earning him recognition as one of the most solid and reliable centre-backs in English football. At just 25 years old, the Crystal Palace captain has been a key figure for the Eagles, and his performances have not gone unnoticed by some of Europe's top clubs. Before the summer transfer window, Guehi had attracted interest from several leading sides, including Premier League giants Liverpool, Arsenal, and top European clubs like Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, and Inter Milan. Despite all the interest, Guehi's potential move to Liverpool fell through last summer, primarily due to Crystal Palace's failure to secure a replacement for their star defender at the last moment. Liverpool had been in advanced negotiations to sign Guehi for £35 million, but Palace pulled out of the deal, opting to keep their key player for the time being. This setback, however, did not put an end to the interest in Guehi, with many of Europe's elite clubs continuing to monitor his situation. The fact that his contract was set to expire in the summer of 2026 made Guehi a potentially lucrative free transfer at the end of the season, further intensifying the competition for his signature. The race for Guehi, Manchester City take the lead. While many clubs had their eyes on Guehi, it is Manchester City who now appear to be in pole position to secure the defender's signature. The citizens have been in the market for a new centre-back for some time, and Guehi fits the bill perfectly. With Pep Guardiola's side facing an injury crisis in central defence, the need for reinforcements became all the more urgent. At the start of the 2025-26 season, Guardiola's side boasted a strong defensive unit with stars like Ruben Dias, John Stones and Josko Gvardiol expected to form the core of the team's backline. However, injuries have taken a significant toll on City's defensive ranks. Gvardiol's tibial fracture has kept him sidelined for an extended period, and it remains uncertain whether he will be able to return to action this season. Dias and Stones have also spent time on the treatment table, and Nathan Ake has had his share of injury problems as well. With the current centre-back depth stretched thin, Guardiola has had to rely on younger, less experienced players like 21-year-old Abdulkadir Kusanov and 20-year-old Max Alane to fill in. While both players have shown promise, City's title hopes and ambitions in both the Premier League and Champions League require a more experienced and proven option in the centre-back position. Enter Marc Guehi, a player who has the pedigree to step into such a high-pressure environment and immediately make an impact. Guehi's transfer. The financials and terms report suggest that Manchester City made a bold move to accelerate their pursuit of Guehi in recent weeks. The club is reportedly offering a deal worth £20 million up front, with additional performance-based add-ons that could take the total package up to £30 million. This transfer fee is considerably lower than the £35 million that Crystal Palace had initially sought in the summer. But the inclusion of performance-related bonuses and a sell-on clause is expected to bring the final figure closer to Palace's original asking price. This cut-price deal has been made possible by the fact that Guehi's contract at Palace was set to expire in the summer of 2026, meaning the Eagles risked losing him for free in just a few months. Palace's decision to cash in now rather than risk Guehi walking away on a free transfer at the end of the season seems to be a pragmatic one. Guehi's contract at Manchester City, a 5.5-year deal. Once the deal is finalised, Marc Guehi will sign a 5.5-year contract with Manchester City. This long-term commitment will see the 25-year-old defender secure his future at the Etihad Stadium for the foreseeable future. Guehi is expected to become one of City's top earners, with reports suggesting that his weekly salary will be around £300,000 per week, making him one of the club's top 10 highest paid players. For Guehi, this move represents the opportunity to join one of the best teams in Europe and play under one of the greatest managers in world football, Pep Guardiola. The chance to compete for major titles, including the Premier League, Champions League and FA Cup, will undoubtedly be a significant motivator for the talented defender, the medical and finalising the transfer. According to various reports, Marc Guehi is set to undergo his medical examination with Manchester City on Sunday. The medical is expected to be a formality, with Guehi having already verbally agreed to the terms of the transfer. Once the medical is completed, the deal will be finalised and Guehi will be officially unveiled as a Manchester City player. It is unclear whether Guehi will be available to feature for City in their upcoming Champions League match against Norwegian side Bodo/Glimt next Tuesday. However, it is more likely that he will make his debut for the club in their Premier League fixture against Wolverhampton Wanderers on January 24th, providing he completes his medical and the paperwork in time. Guehi's role at Manchester City, what to expect. Marc Guehi is known for his composure on the ball, his leadership qualities and his ability to read the game. These qualities have made him one of the best centre-backs in the Premier League, and they are exactly what Pep Guardiola values in his defenders. With City's current defensive crisis, Guehi will likely be called upon to immediately slot into the first-team setup and provide the stability that Guardiola's side desperately needs. Guardiola has a reputation for getting the best out of his defenders, and Guehi will benefit from the tactical sophistication that comes with playing in Guardiola's system. Whether partnering with Ruben Dias, John Stones or even Josko Gvardiol, Guehi will add another layer of depth to City's already formidable backline. The future. What's next for Crystal Palace? With Guehi's departure looking imminent, Crystal Palace now face the difficult task of replacing their captain. The Eagles are a club that has consistently punched above their weight in recent seasons, and the loss of Guehi will be a significant blow to their defensive unit. However, Palace will likely reinvest the £20 million, potentially rising to £30 million, in their squad to strengthen other areas and prepare for life without their star defender. For Marc Guehi, the move to Manchester City marks the beginning of an exciting new chapter in his career. With the promise of silverware, high-profile competition and the chance to showcase his talents on the biggest stages of European football, Guehi has an exciting future ahead at one of the world's most prestigious clubs. Conclusion: a major signing for Manchester City. Marc Guehi's move to Manchester City is a testament to the club's commitment to maintaining their status as one of Europe's elite footballing powers. The deal represents both a strategic response to Guardiola's defensive injury crisis and a long-term investment in one of the most promising defenders in English football. As City continue their pursuit of glory across all competitions, the addition of Guehi could prove to be a pivotal moment in their season. For Guehi, it's an opportunity to join a club with a winning mentality and a manager who will help him develop into one of the world's best. As Manchester City looks to strengthen their squad ahead of a crucial run of fixtures, the signing of Marc Guehi could be the boost they need to maintain their dominance in both domestic and international football. Stay tuned for further updates as the transfer is completed and Guehi begins his journey with Manchester City.